Hello, and welcome back to the Boston Commune. This week's incredulous installment will be split into two parts, both featuring commentary from Comrades Scott, Joe, Chava, and myself. In part one, we'll cover the coup, the Q, the Catholics, the cops, and a COVID-caked cornucopia of contempt. For part two, well, you'll have to become a patron to find out. So please do us a favor and share this content. You know the drill. Do yourself a favor and enjoy your Epoch. Baby, baby, baby.
I had a bunch of spiders shoved up my ass. They're making cobwebs up there. I got.
Maybe Jesse's secretly giggly, and I don't know. I don't have those cataloged yet.
Talk about giggles.
There you go. That'll be $5.
Okay, so it's gonna start. Everybody giggle. No, that's fine.
Mandatory fun.
Ha ha ha.
Ha 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 ha.
Does anybody laugh with like different vowels? Like hi 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 hi.
I don't, but maybe I should start. Yeah, if you do a bunch, it sounds great. If you do a bunch of different ones together, it's like a little bouquet. Bouquet. Well, it's good evening. It's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday.
Tuesday evening. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good morning. Sunday morning.
That's the creepiest. That's such a bizarre thing. I've never seen that happen to a person.
When you don't want to answer a question, just say good morning.
She's got the laser eye. She's doing
your
the
brain short circuits on TV.
Exactly. That's exactly what's happening. And she's got the Windows restart sound.
I don't know if that was a short circuit moment. I think that was her just not wanting to answer a question. I mean, I'm not saying that the circuitry is all 100% up there, but you know.
I think it was a combination.
Actually, I don't think it was the Windows sound. It was like the
probably.
really, really old like Macintosh sound.
Mm-hmm.
Like when it restarts.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, it's the Simpsons theme. It's you're floating through the clouds. Macintosh.
And actually, picking up on the discussion that we had about Twitter, there's recently a trend on Twitter of people photoshopping Nancy Pelosi to have much bigger boobs than she does. So,
wow.
Wait, how am I not seeing any of this? Am I just like occupying, like, is my feed like the rare like niche of Twitter that's actually somewhat wholesome?
Oh,
maybe
somebody's got to tend that garden, Joe.
I don't really see anything toxic on my Twitter feed for the most part.
Me neither, actually. Even though I don't really use Twitter these days.
Been on it a lot the last 2 weeks.
You lucky children. Yeah.
I achieved this by not ever using Twitter.
You lucky bastard.
What do you mean? It's not like a luck thing. I just don't use it. You could also.
Well, it's lucky not to get sucked into it.
Just not use it.
It's a little addictive.
Anyways, Joe, what are the two stories that you got before we get into the push, whatever you want to call it?
Before we get to the push, U.S. greenhouse emissions actually dropped 10.3% last year because of people not traveling because of COVID.
Wow, proof is in the pudding.
In fact, actually, this was the largest annual drop in carbon emissions in the United States since World War II.
And it only came at the expense of tens of millions of jobs.
It only came at the expense of like tens of millions of jobs and 375,000 Americans.
No.
At the peak,
Don't worry about it.
At the peak of like COVID lockdowns last spring, jet fuel demand was down 68% and gasoline used in cars dropped 40%. So,
see, it can be done, people. We just need a horrible pandemic and then we'll fix the climate.
We need to scare the rich people enough into thinking that like nobody should go outside.
We just need a plague, and that will solve it. The whole thing.
Rich people like Sheldon Adelson.
There was literally some
motherfucker died.
Spoilers. There was some. You know me. I like to smoke the weed and sit around and listen to long YouTube videos where an old white man is talking about
I feel seen right now.
the universe, Although, if it's Terrence McKenna, then it's like that. But then on top of that, I'm just laughing my ass off the whole time because he's so snarky. Like, just beautiful. Like, drizzle it on my black anarchist pancakes.
And by the way, that's the only mention of the Sheldon Adelson is dead thing. Thumbs up.
Gotcha. I
don't want to talk about that motherfucker.
I feel like we're on a ship tonight.
I'm still annoyed that like 375,000 people have died and Henry Kissinger isn't one of them. The man's 96. When will die already?
That's the secret of this whole turning, is he's refreshing right now. He's like, he's in one of those like Venture Brothers clone breads. And you can't tell the difference. There's been like 85 of him.
If we accept my interpretation that we live in the Gnostic universe, the evil that he has done has ensured that he will stay in the physical manifestation that is Henry Kissinger for fucking ever. Yeah, he is the embodiment of the demiurge.
Until he escapes the wheel of samsara, which is actually one of those things that goes back and forth like a hurricane, except it goes in two directions. Not really like a hurricane.
Like in the hell timeline, where just like the worst possible thing could be happening, and that's usually the outcome.
I think I just came up with a better analogy. A metronome.
No, this is already sounding better.
Huh?
Speak, Jesse.
Huh?
Finish the thought.
It's the whole thing.
Huh? What do you think, guys?
Well, no. So wait, tell me about the metronome, Jesse.
That's it. It goes back.
It goes back and forth.
Oh, you know what that is?
Each time.
It's the history, boys. What's history? Well, it's just the same fucking shit over and over again, isn't it?
Ooh, flat circle.
No, I like it as the bee thing. You know how bees make a little infinity sign, rather, little 8 on its side. It's like,
wait, what?
You know this? So like,
no.
Okay, learn some things about bees, y'all. Like, check it out. No, I'm going to tell you right now. You know what the infinity sign looks like, right, guys? You're done.
Yes.
Yeah. So the reason bees travel in that they trace the figure 8 because it's like the result of being pulled on by the sun, which is this binary, like up, down, up, down, up, down, and the circle of the moon, which is like it's cyclical. It goes around and around. And when you combine those forces, you get the figure 8, which means that all bees are ladies. Because I tried to explain this to Josh.
Wow.
And he was like, Josh did not want to hear this because, men aren't affected by both of those cycles. They are only affected by the sun. And he got left out. And he was sad.
Look at that. So is that how bees can fly, even though they're like physically incapable?
Yes.
If you follow bee movie logic?
Exactly. I should correct myself and say that AMAB people are actually, you know what? I don't fucking know because hormones, right? Hormones are a whole thing. They affect how your waters, like sit in your body and what they do. And
yeah.
So maybe there is
yeah, that would make sense that all bees would be. Yeah.
Yeah. When Squirrel looks at me with those big shiny eyes, I lactate.
Whoa.
I lactate furiously sometimes.
They designed the shiny eyes emoji. They modeled it after Squirrel. She was the model. Little known fact.
Joe, what's your other story?
Okay, so when we recorded this on Tuesday night, Joe's internet connection was demonstrably heinous, and he was kind enough to pop into the voice channel on Wednesday to re-record that portion of the segment.
So I'm just going to read out this quick article from The Guardian that was published about a couple hours ago. The headline is, Irish Church and State apologize for callous mother and baby homes. And the Prime Minister is accepting state responsibility for historic cruelty as head Catholic in Ireland acknowledges painful truths. The Irish State and Ireland's Catholic Church have made landmark apologies for running and enabling a network of religious institutions that abused and shamed unmarried mothers and their children for much of the past century. The Irish Prime Minister, Michael Martin, led government figures on Wednesday in accepting responsibility and expressing remorse for mother and baby homes that turned generations of vulnerable women and infants into outcasts. Eamon Martin, the Catholic primate of all of Ireland, which is he's the head Catholic official in the country, has led statements from bishops and nuns that apologize for the central role of the Irish Catholic Church in a dark chapter of the country's history. The apologies followed publication yesterday evening of a long-awaited 2,865-page report report by a Judicial Commission of Investigation, which documented harrowing abuse, neglect, and callousness in institutions that served as dumping grounds for unmarried mothers and their children. Some survivors and Sinn Féin politicians said the report did not go far enough to establish criminal culpability by the state and church, and called for church assets to be seized unless the institution contributed to a state-run redress scheme. The Irish Prime Minister told the Dial that he accepted the state bore much responsibility. Quote, "For the women and children who were treated so cruelly, we must do what we can to show our deep remorse, understanding, and support. And so on behalf of the government, the state, and its citizens, I apologize for the profound generational wrong visited upon Irish mothers and their children who ended up in a mother and baby home or a county home." End quote. About 56,000 women and 57,000 children were placed or born at the homes, most run by nuns between 1922 and until the last one shut down in 1998. Families brought the women to the homes, which doubled as orphanages and adoption agencies, to hide what was deemed the shame of pregnancy and birth out of wedlock. The report found no evidence of sexual abuse and little evidence of physical abuse, a version challenged by some survivors, but documented cruelty, intolerance, neglect, and an appalling infant mortality rate at about double the national average. And in fact, 15% of the children at these homes died. That's about roughly 9,000 children who died at these homes between 1922 and 1998.
Damn.
The 2,865-page report, compiled over 5 years, has given survivors a voice. Quote, "Former residents talk of a feeling of shame for the situation they found themselves in. The situation was not theirs, it was ours." End quote. The report received saturation coverage in Ireland, displacing the coronavirus pandemic. Eamon Martin, Ireland's most senior church official, apologized for the disturbing and painful truths. Martin said that he, quote, "accepts that the church was clearly part of the culture in which people were frequently stigmatized, judged, neglected, and rejected. And for that, for the long-lasting hurt and emotional distress that has resulted, I unreservedly apologize," end quote. The investigation was prompted by the revelation that there were no burial records for almost 800 children who died at one particular mother and baby home in Tuan, County Galway. Excavations subsequently found significant quantities of human remains in a disguised septic tank.
Jesus fucking Christ, that is bleak.
The Sisters of Bon Secours religious order, which ran the home, apologized. Quote, "We acknowledge in particular that infants and children who died at the home were buried in a disrespectful and unacceptable way. For all that, we are deeply sorry," end quote. Catherine Corliss, a historian who helped uncover the Tuan scandal, welcomed the apologies and urged the nuns to let the human remains be exhumed and DNA tested. And that is just one of several mass graves that have been discovered all across Ireland the past 15 years. Mass graves of infants, children, and sometimes adults, because sometimes it's like the moms just who like die in childbirth or whatnot just get dumped in a mass grave. One of several, but like this one particular home in County Galway, there were 800 children who were buried in a disguised septic tank, all in the name of Catholicism.
Yeah, so this is like the collective results of a lack of access to abortion facilities in Ireland.
This is what happens when you have a country where the Catholic Church is so hegemonic. It's so dominant that, like, divorce wasn't legal until 1993. It wasn't legal to get an abortion until, like, a couple years ago. Gay marriage wasn't legal until a couple of years ago. Like,
okay.
So that's the context of this. Is like, this is what happens when you have an extremely socially, reactionary country. Is that, like, the most vulnerable people in the society get, like, kicked under the rug, so to speak.
Understood. Thank you for re-recording that segment, Joe.
No problem. I got nothing else to do today.
Dope.
I did not even know about that.
Yeah. This is in Ireland, you think?
I fucking totally was not paying attention to what you were saying, so.
It's probably for the best.
I'm sure I'll learn something new when I listen to this.
Yeah, that's great because we get to hear all of this twice, so it's like hyper real if you say something. And I don't know what I'm talking about.
I'm sorry. Your connection is like.
Yeah, Joe, you're a little choppy. It's okay. We still love you. It's okay. I
love you. We don't equate your worth is not synonymous with your whatever.
It's the goddamn cable company's fault.
Yeah,
giving shitty internet out to the people, the fucking 2-lane traffic and all that shit. You got SOPA,
$5, get out of here.
Fucking, you gotta pay an extra $5 to get on that.
Fiber optic,
fast lane.
More like fiber.
Slow tip. What?
We're like, fiber sucks.
Yep.
That's
Speaking of sucks.
milk out of my nose. Ireland is just a place where, like, everybody's like, oh, yeah, things are sad. We go to the pub and we listen to sad music and then we're sad. And then we hide all of the actually completely horrific things that happen here. Because it's pretty. Look at the hills. There's a sheep over there. You don't care.
Actually,
They learned from the British.
Honestly, I've been there, and actually an element of truth to that.
Yeah. I'm 3/8
It's not really
Irish.
No, it's the whole island. Just get rid of that whole island. I swear to God.
No, just like punt it into space. It can be a satellite.
Just England. Fine. Just England. We can keep the rest. Okay.
Like, I've made a lot of progress 25 years.
They still suck, apparently.
Well, so does your.
I guess. Yes. Don't make your mom joke. My mom actually listens to the show.
Need like a substitute for your mom. Like, so's your pocket knife.
We live in America. Like, you could just make it in America.
Okay, yeah.
This fucking GIF is mesmerizing.
I didn't even intend to like make a vortex in the chat.
Yeah,
who is that?
like,
who is that? That yodel kid?
Motherfucker. That's Ellie.
No.
Ellie is a little cowboy who thinks he's
Why
hot
we
shit.
can't have nice things.
Ellie is either like a small boy cowboy or they are Shah Rukh Khan doing Mind It. You rascal. Remember we were looking at that the other
Okay, it's a
day?
GIF of Mason Ramsey spinning around and then doing finger guns, and it's so goddamn mesmerizing. I don't know. Like, you can see, like, his shoes don't fit properly. His jeans are, like, weird on him. Everything about this is so fucking, like,
But it's like a seamless twirl, though.
I know, like, it's wonderful, but it looks so awkward.
Everything about it looks awkward.
The entire-
Like, even
look at
down to
that-
the hat.
It all looks so, it's wonderful. I love it.
It's
You know what
so
else is awkward? When a bunch
You know
of
what?
fucking
I
middle...
don't know. I don't play video games anymore, but back in the day when I played Team Fortress 2, the Australian sniper has the same physique as this child.
Really? Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's
Just like
14-year-old child.
cartoonish,
That's the,
no, just like cartoonishly gangly with the oversized hat.
that's the body type in my dad's family, especially for the men. Actually, no, for all of us. Like, literally, like, I can't wear things that are supposed to accentuate your hips because my hips are just like, we don't do this. I don't have any. I don't have
Your
any
hips are like, "Frick."
It's like if you start in my armpits, you could just drop, you could drop like a
straight
heavy
line.
object of your choice, and it will just roll down my leg right to the floor.
Zip.
Drop it like it's foot.
Static electricity. What was
Also,
your
the
question, Joe?
old guy in the background who's like shuffling around. I want to know his
yeah.
story.
Yeah,
God damn it! You've put something that's way too distracting in the chat.
I'm sorry. Just let's fill up the space. Fill
It's fine. I'm kidding.
And there's a guy with, I
I
don't know what he has, but it looks like I would say like a press pass, but it looks more like a bag. It's a press
Good
bag.
morning. Sunday morning.
Okay, you can stop.
No.
This is the most
The
absurd.
missile's already in the air.
We have like some of the heaviest shit to talk
Oh,
about
it's still
ever,
there.
and it's like we're just like fuck it, whatever.
Whatever. I feel like we're in a boat.
Like when all of the fucking people rushed the Capitol. Let's talk about it, everyone.
Mm.
It's
Yeah,
kind of funny.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Probably the funniest coup that's ever happened, or attempted coup.
It's funny, and like in all of the time since it's happened, I have tried to develop any kind of an opinion about it, and like that's still the only real, like, I can't draw any conclusions from it aside from what I will go over in my segment, other than the fact that like it's just fun. It's just fucking. It's cosplay, yo.
Yeah, it's a coup to keep the president in power.
It's like Viking
Three of the fights were
cosplay.
just too funny. Like, 5 people died, but the three of the people died in like absolutely like hilariously absurd ways. Like, one of them like was carrying a Gadsden flag, which is known as the "Don't Tread on Me" flag, and she got trampled to death carrying the "Don't Tread on Me" flag. The irony is just too much.
Yeah, and then the guy who shocked himself, who tasered himself in the balls and then had a heart attack.
Actually,
No.
no, it gets funnier. He tased himself in the balls to the point of giving himself a fatal heart attack while attempting to steal a photo of Tip O'Neill.
Damn. And then
what did Tip O'Neill do?
Allegedly, okay? We don't know. This has been refuted. You can't see me, but I'm pointing to the ceiling to emphasize my statement. This has been refuted by the man's wife. I believe she said something akin to, he did not tase himself in the balls, which is hilarious that anybody has to say that whilst grieving their dead husband. But
it was not tasing in the balls. That's not what it was. It was something else.
But I mean, we can't say for sure yet. We don't know.
The other that was funny is the guy who fell to his death trying to scale the wall of the Capitol building, even though there were stairs like 20 feet away from him.
Oh man, my first boyfriend used to say, I'd be like, "How do you want to die, Patrick?" And he'd be like, "I want to fall off of something big and land on someone important." So I hope he was dead, but I hope he's not dead. Patrick, don't be dead.
Patrick, don't be dead.
I think he went by Pat mostly.
Like,
no, I called him Patrick.
You like that's
Don't be dead.
notice have the facial awareness to notice the stairs before you try to climb up the wall.
Yeah, but a true Viking would climb the wall.
Yeah,
for
man.
sure.
That's true. Yeah.
Didn't you see the guy inside of the Capitol building? He was like scaling the balcony, and a bunch of people put like the heads up display from Metal Gear Solid on that. It's very funny to see.
We love it, folks. You know what's good?
This is so fucking embarrassing that this is the coup attempt that America
well,
finally experienced.
Like the inverse of embarrassing. What is that?
Yeah.
Heartening.
This is the American way. We like fail really, really like obnoxiously, like over the top.
If you're gonna fail spectacularly and hope that a dog comes over and humps your corpse. That's how I want to die.
Oh.
Like, so easy, like, it took the fact that, like, all of the cops were, like, basically, like, yeah, we're, like, gonna, like, the way to let you do what you want, and they still this spectacularly. Like, this is the American way. And I also think it's funny that, like, people who are like, oh, this is who we are, or that, like, oh, we should just move on, like, so wait, should we just tell the Bolivians that they should move on after we overthrew their government? Like, okay, we couped their government, I guess they should just move on.
I'm not gonna lie, it was somewhat cathartic to watch Don Lemon's face as he was trying to comprehend what the fuck was happening.
I couldn't take Van Jones serious after watching him for 5 minutes. Because the man was like borderline crying about like, oh, it's gonna be like a civil war. Oh, this is treason or whatever. These people need to be put down. I'm like, dude, are you okay? Like you and your like $4,000 suit. Are you okay?
I mean, maybe he did think something bad. You never know. But when you do see like the cops letting the fucking insurgency force in, it's kind of like, yeah, nothing's gonna really this is all like a performative thing.
Still like early in the day. This is like maybe 20 minutes after they like broke through the broke into the building, but not into like the Senate and House chambers.
So this was before the guy took a shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
this was before anybody took a shit in like the trash can, and he's like basically crying on national television.
But here's the thing. Van Jones didn't know that all they were going to do is take a shit in a trash can and then like try to steal pictures. Like that's the thing. So like I can kind of give him the benefit of the doubt in like that brief period of time before they actually got into the Senate chamber.
For me to take seriously because I haven't been subjected to cable news in like 9 months.
I don't know. I mean, even the guy, like, you guys
I'm not saying I can empathize with another human, it's all.
You guys have heard the audio clip of, like, when the Zeppelin is going down and the guy's like,
the humanity.
Yeah, like, his friends were in that and they were, like, dying and he was still reporting on it. I mean, it's
quality journalism.
Yeah, I don't want to give Van Jones like a gold star for just doing.
Yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, I can understand.
To be honest, I just wanted to.
I was saying that shit like that is like making it difficult for me to take it seriously, which is why I had to flip back to C-SPAN.
I just wanted an excuse to put in the Zeppelin audio in post. Is really what this comes down to. Is what I'm trying to say.
This is terrible. This is one of the worst catastrophes in the world.
Can you guys hear that? Can you guys hear my little... Got a camping mug.
What is that? What are you drinking?
Quell Scott, if you must know. I am drinking milk with sriracha in it. It's very good.
Hey, life hack. Do you have a spoon with you?
Milk.
I could go get one.
All right.
Okay.
I want to do an experiment with you over Discord after
Okay,
you
what
get
kind
it.
of spoon? Plastic? Actually, joke's on you, we only have metal.
Yeah, just a normal metal spoon.
What the?
Alright, one sec.
That's perfectly normal. It was still the funniest coup that possibly could have happened.
It was all, I don't know, the funniest coup attempt was the Venezuelan coup attempt. That is a hill I will die on. That was fucking
That was funny.
hysterical. That was mwah. That was perfect.
How did Crispin put that coup? I think I still remember because it's so funny the way he delivered it. He's like, the Trump administration's attempt to overthrow the Maduro government was like the Bay of Pigs, but if everyone involved had suffered a traumatic brain injury.
Yeah, very much.
Accurate.
Oh, and then the guy peed on himself.
Okay, I got spoons. I got 2 spoons. I got 2 spoons. I can play the spoons.
You only needed one.
Nope, that's not
All right, so take the spoon.
Okay.
Tap about 90 degrees away from where the handle is, like.
You know, I feel like
You
this would
understand
be
what I'm
better if I
trying to
could see what's happening.
No, you don't have to.
So, actually, these spoons that I have,
No.
that's going to be the new O. No is the new O.
Whoa.
Ooh, they're hitting my necklace. So I'm actually
We're
holding
becoming
this.
experimental on this podcast now.
This is, I'm telling you, Comrade Rosie and the Untouchables. This is us.
Man,
yeah.
What did I start by like taking a couple weeks
This is
off?
not the experiment I was trying to conduct, but we'll
Okay,
see
spoons. I have
where
2
we can
spoons.
go from here. You just need one.
But Jesse, one of them has.
Well, why do we
spoons.
need a multitude of spoons?
Okay, choose one. Choose one.
Well,
Use whatever
let's
method.
Do them both and see what happens.
I don't know what. All right, fine. All you need
Are you a scientist or what?
you don't specifically need a
Pick on
spoon.
science.
You just need something that will make it resonate. Just tap, like a quarter of the way around the circle of the rim of the cup from the handle.
Uh-huh.
Okay, now go 45 degrees off from that.
Which way? Towards the handle?
Anyway.
Did I do it right?
Yes,
Did I
now
do
do that in 45-degree increments all the way around the cup.
Ooh, I hope. Okay.
Is this gonna break the cup?
That was cool.
Do you see how it's kind of cyclical in that you get a normal tone and then a tone that's about a half step above it?
Yeah.
Yes, that's because of the way that the cup resonates because it has one handle.
It sounds like fucking like volcano glass. What does it sound? I mean, it's metal, so it sounds like a bunch of it sounds like wind chimes. That's what it sounds like. The cup is made of metal. It's made of metal.
Very good to know.
Yo.
Now I'm less worried about
Cup
it.
is made of metal.
So, hypothetically, if that cup had 2 handles,
Mhm.
you would be able to get an extra tone.
Ooh, you guys know what I do have literally in this bag right next to me? Hold on. I'm not even gonna tell you.
Two-handled cup?
I'm not even gonna fucking tell you because you're not gonna believe it. Ugh. Hold on.
Well, okay, Joe. If this has wind chime, real wind chime.
Wait, I just gotta get them all rejiggered. There we go.
This is so absurd.
What is? Anyways, okay.
Moving on.
So
I'm
Joe,
sure you
if,
can imagine the face I'm making.
No, this is right where I want to be.
actually, yeah, let's just vibe. Whatever.
Oh fuck.
It's very zen.
Just vibe with the wind chime.
So how did we get from like Venezuela coup to like this?
It
I
started
don't
with
know
the gift
what
of
you
Mason
did.
Ramsey.
I don't know what you did with your sound, Joe, but it's like I wish you had done it before.
Oh, I was just walking around the house trying to get a beer.
Well,
Yeah.
you fixed
Well, you
your
got a better
Wi-Fi.
signal, yeah.
Maybe the wind
You went
chimes
to get a beer and you got something else.
Yeah.
So,
you
Joe, if
channeled-
this is similar to the Beer Hall Putsch, whatever the fuck, how you say that word?
Beer Hall
You
Putsch. It was actually significantly more successful than the Beer Hall Putsch was.
Go on. This is the detail I want to hear.
In 1923, Hitler and former General Erich von Ludendorff, he was
See.
one of the top generals in the Imperial German Army during World War I. They tried to lead a mob of members of their party to try to seize control of the regional Capitol building, not the federal Capitol building, but the regional Capitol building in Munich, Germany. And
They never actually made it to the building. They tried going, like, first they went to a beer hall where a bunch of the local politicians were, and they tried holding them hostage before moving on to the Capitol building. They were stopped by the military before they made it to the Capitol building. So not only did this mob of people, not only did they make it to the Capitol building,
The cops let them in.
the cops let them in, they made it into the building, they occupied the building for hours and trashed the place. And then were able to just kind of go home.
Not so much on that second part there about going home, but yeah, they were able to walk free away from the crime that they committed is more accurate.
So it was like 100 times more successful than like the actual Beer Hall Putsch. This isn't like, I'm not trying to speculate about like what might be the ripple effects of like what will come after the result of this coup attempt. I'm just simply stating like compared to the actual event itself, it was more successful. I am not trying to speculate or cast aspersions into what I think might come of this.
Yeah, but what do you think might come of this?
I don't see this going very well because, like, the one thing that's really protected the left is the fact that we don't have domestic terrorism laws. Because the right has been, I literally said this on the podcast 6 months ago when the George Floyd stuff started, that, like, the goal is not necessarily to achieve power. The goal is to craft a narrative and a legal pretext that will allow them to justify taking extreme measures to snuff out the left. That's the goal. We've already had 2 Red Scares, and this is basically just going to fold into a third one. Like 6 months ago, the administration wanted to brand Antifa as a terrorist organization, and then the DOJ was talking about it like, well, we would like to, but we can't because there are no domestic terrorism laws. Literally the same day, Matt Gaetz, the Republican fascist from Florida, was on the House floor, and they were debating the electoral college.
Is he the one with the fake, like, son or whatever?
Yeah.
Mester.
He's accusing Black Lives Matter and Antifa of being behind the attack on the Capitol building. It's like, so it's already happening. They're already explicitly on the floor of the House accusing the left of something the right did. So what the goal is going to be is like going to try to get domestic terrorism laws on the books, which now seems a lot more likely because you have a lot of libs and you have Joe Biden being like, yeah, I'm interested in doing this. So they're like, great, we're going to do the Republicans' work for them. And then we're going to put these laws on the books. We're going to brand Antifa a domestic terrorist organization. And they're going to use this as a pretext for like rounding up all the people on the left, all the DSA type people, all like the trade unionists, all of like the prominent organizers would be like, well,
wait a second.
You said DSA.
Yeah, you said people on the left.
First,
DSA.
trade unionists.
I'm just
But I
kidding.
did not- whatever,
I'm just
because
kidding.
I'm like-
Kind of. I'm not really kidding, but I'm
gonna go for the.
First, they came for the furs.
You mean the
I don't
Democratic apparatus known as the DSA? No, I'm just kidding.
No, I mean, like, I think, like, the right, like, the next time they get into power,
Oh yeah,
I think they're going to, like, use this as a pretext, because this is what happened with the second Red Scare. They just started rounding up people and be like, the pretext is going to be like, oh, we think you're a member of Antifa, that's why we're throwing you in a black site now.
Well, even then, they could just be like, hey, I heard you were gay.
Back in the 50s, that's actually what happened a lot.
No,
At least
yeah.
they can't do that anymore. I mean, can they?
You were gay.
No.
We'll find
actually,
out.
Even though,
'Cause Dave
Interestingly-
Rubin would end up. Oh, wait, he's Canadian. Oh, ooh,
Does that mean he's exempt?
That son of a bitch!
did it again.
Fuck these Canadians!
Mm.
That son of a bitch doesn't even have to deal with the consequences of being an American. Fuck you! God damn it!
same thing with Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz is also Canadian. Everyone forgets this, but he's actually from Canada.
They can fucking have him back, yo.
Actually, Canada doesn't want him back because like this was actually a plot, like a narrative point in the 2016 primary. Like Canadians hate Ted Cruz and they don't want him back.
Have you explained to me how he's eligible for president then?
I tried to like
Wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey stuff.
they actually this was like a thing in 2016 and they were like, oh no, it never actually became a problem because he got crushed, but it was like, oh well, his mom is American and like it didn't matter that he was born in Canada because whatever reason, and everybody seemed to be okay with it, but it didn't really become like a thing because he got crushed.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, like, ideally, we'd like that they would recognize the children of people born in America as American citizenship.
But I do distinctly remember spending most of my freshman year of college asking that same question, being like,
Yeah,
what
that's
happens
weird.
on the off chance that, like, Ted Cruz, like, wins the primaries? Like, he's, like, not even born here.
They just let him run because it's like, yeah, we know. He's fucked. He's not
Yeah.
going to get anywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Just pull the Kenya birth certificate shit and
Because like basically like everyone was like, well, we all hate Ted, so it doesn't really matter.
It's true about the Obama birth certificate thing. Yeah,
Like most of that like
the man was actually born in Hawaii, though. Part of the Choom gang. I'm proudly a member of the Choom gang tonight. That's smoking marijuana.
How do you spell that? Choom.
CHOOM.
Choom. It's like shroom, but not shroom.
That is the secret club
born
that Obama was in Hawaii. He was in a weed smoking club.
I want to have.
So at some point in Obama's life, he was cool, and then it stopped.
He sold out.
no,
I feel like that gives weed smokers a bad name.
he explained this and explicitly pretended to be cool so that he could get fucked and didn't.
But that's when he got to college.
He wanted to smash the socialist girls, and they just weren't into him.
What did he describe of the? Didn't he say something like the something lesbians or whatever? I don't know.
the ethereal bisexuals.
Yes, that's what it was. The ethereal bisexuals.
I'm made of snake and vapor, and it will fuck anyone. That's Terrence McKenna. There we go. I just birthed Terrence McKenna into our show. He's the ethereal bisexual.
Hell
Actually,
yeah.
no. You know what? That was fucking Cartman. That was Eric Cartman crossed with Terrence McKenna. Fuck.
We've created something. Actually, I like that character.
Oh, we lost Jesse. He's gone. He's not coming back.
You killed Jesse. Look what you've done.
We gather here today. Oh, did you guys know that I'm a contralto?
I love the segue. Oh, we killed Jesse.
Did you
guys
know
this?
Holy shit, can you pull that video up?
Josh helped me find my voice yesterday. I have the same vocal type as Lana Del Rey.
Okay.
I'm confused.
What the
Facts
fuck
about me.
is this episode of this show so far? This is
What a
wonderful.
pirate ship, guys!
So you have the summertime
Confusing.
sadness.
I do. Summertime sandwich, guys.
Summertime sandwich, yeah.
Sandwich, yeah.
Norman freaking Rockwell then.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on?
Oh my god!
It's Lana Del Rey, dude.
Because see a mermaid or some shit.
You heard the new
How
song?
we got here.
Ooh, with the fucking
Chemtrails over the country club.
No, I did not. I know.
It's like 15 minutes ago we were talking about a coup,
Joe,
and now
then
we
start
somehow
talking about
got
the
here.
insurrection more. Like, what do you want?
This is like the thought experiment. This is like where it's gone. I just find this amusing.
See, the thing is, like, I have something to say, like that. Again,
Well,
it's
say
like,
it.
I know, I agree. Like, here's the thing, because it kind of it also is a response to what Jesse's thing. So, but I guess I can like start saying a little bit of it now. Is it like, yeah, you're right. I agree. That's what's going to happen with like the DOJ and like the carceral state is going to, and the law enforcement is going to start. They're going to use it as an excuse to start coming after the left more aggressively. But the way I see it is they're also like, what's going to happen is that liberals are going to like call for like the domestic terrorism laws. And by those laws, people on the right, like militias and like those type of movements too, are also going to be persecuted and also arrested. And by the liberal logic, that will be seen as a kind of spreading of the suffering that is like police brutality. That if it's happening to white people as bad as it's happening to the left, then it's fine. We've reached an equilibrium, and then like there's no you can't say privilege at that point. That's the point I'm trying to make.
It's like it also serves as like the bonus of like we snuffed out all of our ideological opponents.
Exactly.
So I forget who it was. I just seen like a screenshot or something, but dude was like, instead of framing it as like, oh, if those were Black Lives Matter protesters, they would have been gunned down. Frame it as, why don't you treat black people the way that you treat most of these white people? In other words, why do you just not shoot black people? Never mind. You know what?
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying, though.
No.
Yeah,
No, forget
I
it.
totally get what you're saying.
You're not on my level. That's
Sorry.
not.
Carving up some meat over here, fucking around.
Distracted by whatever's going on in Anna's background.
She's carving up some meat.
I'm not actually, but this is great. I'm a Foley person now. This is exciting. No, you guys know what I did last night? I smoked fruit.
Wait,
What's happening?
what?
We're truly through the looking glass now. No, I went to my old house.
How do you smoke fruit?
I will tell you, Joe. I went to my old house because I'm going to pod with them or whatever because it's fucking lonely in this house. And everything was different and it was weird and it felt like a dream. And I went downstairs and there's a new guy named Sam who's really cool. And we were in the living room and I was like, oh shit, you guys have a hookah. And I was like, oh, I haven't smoked one of those in forever. Because, gotta sit on a mushroom and be a caterpillar. And I looked in the hookah and there was like a bunch of squished like pomegranate in there. And I was like, ooh, I want to smoke the knowledge.
I see.
So now I know things.
Yeah, I've smoked using stuff other than water.
Yeah, you can smoke anything. Oh, you know what? Complimentary story. Earlier today, I was making Josh some he has 3 kinds of sausage. What kind? It was the knockwurst. Yeah. I put a knockwurst under the broiler in the oven and then I did some other shit and Josh and I have both hyper-focused, so we need alarms very badly. And I don't know what happened. I don't know if I didn't set an alarm. I forgot to turn on the oven thing, so the beep didn't happen. The beep did not occur, or I was too far away. I was probably upstairs or something.
Beep no occur.
And eventually, time gets away from you. When you hyper-focus, you're not in time. You're in
it really does.
Yeah. So I was just in the dreaming, and then I came back down to earth, and I was like, doo-doo-doo. And I didn't even, I was like, wow, the house smells really weird. Not like smoke. It was kind of brackish, before the tide comes in, but then there's something else, and I was like, what's going on today? What's going on with the earth right now? And I walked into the kitchen. I just casually popped open the oven, and literally the knockwurst had split into 2 pieces, and it was on fire. It was not only on fire, it had reduced itself to almost charcoal. And I was like, wow, I'm not even mad. I'm impressed.
Nice.
Does me feel better about the fact that I almost forgot to do my work laundry on Sunday? I put the laundry I needed to do in the washer on Saturday night, and I went back upstairs and kind of forgot about it. And then 2 hours before work on Sunday, I'm watching Netflix, and all of a sudden it's oh shit, the laundry.
I do that a lot though.
The laundry. Yeah. I actually have a basket of mostly not folded laundry from 2 days ago in the front room, I think.
I'm lately, so everything is just in a pile on a chair.
Yep.
Laundry chair. Fuck.
It's the closed chair.
It's the closed chair.
Come on in.
Hey, if you want to believe in aliens, I'm cool with that. I still love you. I don't care.
Closed chair.
That closed chair.
Come on down for the closed
Scott's
chair.
sounding a little bit like Alex Jones a little bit there.
Closed chair. A little bit? All right. Then I'll keep this voice.
Yeah. Rumble it. Oh, yeah. It's
I can't suffer these Q people anymore.
Can we actually talk about that clip? Because that was the funniest fucking thing.
What, the clip of Alex Jones telling the Q guy off?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was funny. If you didn't see this clip, it was very funny. Alex Jones just loses his shit on the Q guy.
Can we play it?
Can I explain it?
Sure.
All right.
You can play it. I'll have to find it. Whoa, that was it right there.
You guys don't get Star Trek references, do you?
I've watched all of Star Trek. I would probably get it.
Thank you, Scott. Scott is always there, having watched all the things that I have watched.
My excuse is I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah. So you two,
when you were watching Star Trek?
No, that was me. I enforced that in there. I'm sorry, Jesse. Go talk of them.
I don't remember. Yeah, how long ago it was that I interjected?
You're not an interjecting guy.
Seconds ago.
Whole second.
Whatever thought I had is long gone.
Major bummer.
I could do my segment. Are we done? Is there anything else? Is there any other commentary about these Nordic fucks that we want to jam in here before I get my segment in?
Oh yes, we've got the video.
All of it's lies, is what I'm saying.
You keep interrupting me.
Because you're lying! Because you're full of shit! That's why. Because every goddamn thing out of you people's mouths doesn't come true. And it's always, oh, there's energy, and oh, now we're done with Trump. You said he was the Messiah. You said he was invincible. You said it was all over. They were all going to Gitmo. Now, oh, he's part of a larger thing of Q. I will not suffer your Q people after this. I knew what you were day one, and I know what you are now, and I'm sick of it. I'm sick of all these witches and warlocks and pumpkin popsums and everything. Oh, God. Sorry. Bye-bye, Q. I can't talk to you anymore. Jesus, Lord help me.
Holy shit.
Did you hear that?
He
He's like a
broke
weed whacker.
character. That was fucking. I've never seen that happen.
Did you see how he flailed his arms?
He must have some. Like
That made my day when I saw that. I was having a day the other day when that happened. Oh, that made it so much better.
I have always been convinced that Alex Jones is a character played by Alex Jones. But
wait, can I just? No, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, but after that fucking trial where like he almost lost his kids because his wife said he was just insane and he like drank all of his own Kool-Aid and shit.
Oh no!
Drank too much chili.
Yeah. What? I don't know. But
one of his defenses is he forgot how many kids he had or something because he ate the chili that he ate was too hot.
Oh no!
Oh, okay.
Oh my god!
That's a great legal defense.
The chili that he had for lunch that day was too hot and he couldn't remember his children's names.
That actually works?
It's like one of those inflatable...
No, Joe, it did not work.
It's like one of those
hilarious if it did.
Well,
like the inflatable wacky wave. God damn it!
Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man.
Yes. Yes, thank you.
But after this clip, like I'm back. I think I don't know. Maybe he like had a return to like the Earth or something because he definitely broke character at the end of that clip. Like he was like, this is like too fucking like I can't even do this right now. Like I'm just there's too much bullshit to sift through. Like he just folded and then the show must go on.
Yeah. I mean, Q kind of does pose a bit of a danger to Alex Jones.
I think we killed Ellie for a second.
Yeah, we did. We really did.
This is transformative. Oh my god. Oh no.
I'm surprised you didn't know that story. That was a couple years ago.
Alright, here's a hot tip. Also, don't drink milk with sriracha in it, because then your tears will hurt your eyes.
Oh, damn.
I'm in the incredible fire here, guys.
It's like an unforced error.
Big time.
Okay.
Jesse, would you like to... one last thing I want to bring up, and then we can get into your piece, Jesse, is that Trump was banned from Twitter for all of this. So, who cares?
My favorite part was like the libs like trying to figure out how to feel about this because like, well, this is the thing that we wanted for 4 years, but now that we have it, we kind of don't want it because like we're scared that it might be used on us.
A lot of the Trump reply guys are just gonna like disappear into the ether. Trump was a true poster, though. A lot of his posts were great. We respect it. Farewell.
He's such a poster that, like, he has, like, all of these other avenues for, like, being able to get, like, his thoughts out to the public. And, like, because he's such a poster, like, he doesn't even think to try. Like, he could use press releases, press conferences, like, calling into stuff. But, like, he's such a poster that none of this occurs to him.
He used his own Twitter more than he did the president's Twitter. So
for most of his presidency, like, the press secretary or whatever, like, most of their job was just, like, publishing, like, his tweets in the form of, like, press releases.
One of these days, we're going to get, like, a President Jaden everything's going to be through Twitter. And I look forward to it, you know?
Who's Jaden?
Some kid being born today, Jaden. It's going to be a little fucking far-right weirdo. But he's going to be a posting king.
So he's going to be like Josh Hawley, but with posting skills.
Yeah, and, like, not the ability to know when not to say, like, this is Orwellian, when it's clearly just a single corporation blocking your fucking book from being published, and you're going to find another publisher. We know you will. Shut up, Josh Hawley.
I just want to say that Josh Hawley genuinely strikes me as a psychopath. Because have you ever noticed, I don't know if anybody does, because who else on this call, like, actually watches C-SPAN besides me? Like, he's like the only person in Congress who, like, debatable, but that's not what we're debating right now. He's the only person in Congress, like, when he is giving a speech, he's the only one who looks directly into the camera. Straight into the camera. Because he knows
he has an audience.
But he's the only one who does it. It's genuinely terrifying. It's like, when you're watching it, it's like he's staring into your soul.
The little 4-year-old Jaden is watching that now. He's learning from it, and I just hit my desk. Sorry.
I mean, doing that properly, that's what won JFK the presidency.
It's true.
Did we forget? Have we forgotten about this?
It's very true. So, Jess, you want to go to your segment?
Okay.
Hell yeah.
It's pretty brief.
It's important, though.
I don't remember what I bound the thing to, so no, I've just checked my key bindings.
I'm going to say a number of cats.
It's quite a bit of cats, yes. I posted a gif of a lady throwing a lot of food at a lot of cats.
Is this? Aha! I found the keybind. Okay, you might hear Squirrel. She's, I don't know, she's needy. She needs attention right now. I don't know why.
Oh.
So, this is Rabid Radlibs, and here we go. I don't have any particular thing, quote, or piece of material. So the incident at the Capitol building was, in the simplest of terms, a conflict between the little bourgeoisie and the big bourgeoisie. I am not interested in pearl clutching or hypothesizing about what could have happened or what should have happened. I've primarily been thinking about how future historians will characterize this violent cosplay because it was funny. What I know for sure is that state and municipal governments are responding to this, quote, coup in a predictable manner, with rhetoric of disapproval and calls for rapid remilitarization. There will be an army of stadies downtown this week, that's downtown Boston, ostensibly guarding the State House from an insurrection of reactionary conservatives. We already know that any right-wing demonstrations will be countered by liberals and anti-fascists, and cops will resume the role of protecting both Capitol with an O and Capitol with an A from us. We also know that any consequences handed down in the wake of this attempted coup will hurt black, brown, poor, and queer people more than they hurt the petite bourgeoisie. Primarily, we must continue to turn out and push back against austerity, against white supremacy, against police brutality, and against capitalism. I tend to struggle with Schadenfreude. So I'm still angry that almost all of our politicians are pieces of corporate shit, and I am finding solace in solidarity with my quirkiest comrades. Quick review of some tips for protests. Before you leave for the demo, go pee. Before. Protect your eyes, but do not wear contact lenses. Don't use anything but water to flush pepper spray from your eyes, because you could get a bacterial infection. And also water is the most effective agent to get that pepper out. Not milk, water. Bring extra water, because even if you don't get pepper sprayed, you will get thirsty. Bring some Cliff Bars or something. Or, I don't know, if you're diabetic, bring some walnuts. Carry enough cash to pay the bail bondsman. $40 should be good, although I don't know. I've never had to do it, so could be more, but $40 should be good. Write the National Lawyers Guild number on your arm with a Sharpie, because if they take your phone, you're not going to have that number. And that is 617-227-7335. 617-227-7335. Also bring a buddy. Don't dox anybody. That means don't tag people in pictures and shit, and leave your fancy shit at home. This has been a message from Comrade Jesse. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. So can you be clear about your definition of the little and big bourgeoisie?
The little bourgeoisie is, they are...
Because I know how I would put it as the little bourgeoisie is people who own things, but the big bourgeoisie is people who run things.
Right. The little bourgeoisie is aligned with the capitalist class for all intents and purposes. But the people who are, at risk of proletarianization. Did I say it right?
Yes.
Fuck yeah, dude. First try. That's never happened before. So, landlords, people who own small businesses, who basically I might just find a better definition without trying to bullshit my way through one.
Well, no, I actually think the landlord one is actually really good, because they'll own your apartment, but then they work for a real estate agency, and whoever's running that agency is they're the big bourgeoisie, and your landlord is just the little bourgeoisie, depending on where they are, of course, but...
Yeah, the big bourgeoisie is the aristocracy. It's the people at the top of the corporate ladder. It's the politician. The average net worth for a member of the Senate is $15 million or something like that.
$3 million is the median average.
No.
People in the Senate?
Yeah,
people in
the average senator is worth $3 million, and the average House member is worth $900,000.
That is not at all the statistics that I have.
What are the statistics you have?
Give me a second. So unless things have drastically declined since 2011...
Quoting numbers from Open Secrets that are accurate as of 2019.
That doesn't make any sense.
Part of it because, like, Darrell Issa is out of Congress, and he was worth over $200 million.
Oh.
Like, some super rich Democrats got knocked off in the 2010s.
You guys haven't seen my wig, have you?
No, I don't think so. At least I don't think I have.
I'm gonna give it a shag haircut like Joyce from Stranger Things. Right now!
Oh, I've seen your wig, yeah. You posted on Facebook, yeah. Or on Instagram.
Yeah, that was like, like Sexy Mermaid Chava. This is gonna be like messy, the fucking mind flare stole my baby haircut.
I have no idea what it is.
Oh, Joe!
You haven't seen Stranger Things?
Hold the fuck
Not really.
up.
Oh, you lucky boy.
Yes. I wish I could go. Well, no, I don't. I don't wish I could go back to before I had seen it, but I'm glad that I did. I would watch it again. Hell.
The salary of the Senate from 1789 through 1815, $6 per diem.
Go buy yourself a nice hot dog.
I mean, it was the 1700s. It probably did go, had some power.
But you have to realize that, everybody was in the Senate was super wealthy, so they didn't actually need the money.
Well, everybody in the Senate now is super wealthy. Oh!
In fact, actually, U.S. senators were not actually directly elected to their position until 1913.
Yeah, they were just, appointed, weren't they?
You had to more or less buy your way into the Senate.
Okay, so I was looking at average, not median. That's why our numbers are not matching up.
That'll do it.
That'll do you, folks.
So,
Still, they're making a shitload more than the average folk.
Well, yeah, whatever. I don't want to harp on this too much. I couldn't help myself, because the distinction between median and average is extremely important, particularly when talking about incomes, as the average, also called the arithmetic mean, can be misleading. To calculate the average of a set, you divide the sum of the values by the number of values, with a count. For example, we have a small group of people. They own 0, 1, 1, 3, and 10 cats, respectively. The average number of cats per person equals 3. To calculate the median, on the other hand, we would pick the middle value, which only equals 1. This demonstrates how numbers can be skewed to misrepresent material conditions. The point is, the average senator is worth a whole lot more money than we will all be combined ever. I forgot what we were even talking about now. This is fucked.
Me too. I feel like I just went through a car wash for my brain. Now we're on the other side, and I don't know where we came from. Where are we, guys? What's going on here? Is it time for Rabid Radlibs?
Oh my god.
I thought we already did that.
Yeah.
Shit. Oh god, what are we doing, guys? What's
You were
going
feeding
on
cat
here?
for a long time.
I'm sorry, I have 2 of them, and we're getting a 3rd one. Hopefully, I don't know. Maybe not.
Does it take that long to feed?
So you're gonna become the lady in the picture.
That's me.
Oh god.
That's me. I'm the lady in the picture. I could do my segment.
Hold on, I just
Jesse
want to
remembers what he was talking about.
Yeah, I was gonna define petite bourgeoisie. So just give me one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Petite bourgeoisie.
Yeah.
The petty versus the ruling class.
No, petite, not petty.
It's French. Petite.
French.
Petite bourgeoisie.
It means the same thing.
Yeah.
No, petty is different than small.
Okay, I don't care.
I was wrong.
This doesn't matter.
Petite bourgeoisie.
God gets it. What about them?
The Fug Soul Brother.
Waiting
The
for
future Joe brother?
The future Joe
Oh my
brother.
god! We just came through a wormhole from the future Joe brother. That's why everything is weird. And
I still don't understand what that means, because I never got around to listening to the episode.
Joe, stop admitting you don't listen to your own fucking podcast. Jesus Christ.
No, I listen to podcasts. I just haven't gotten around to that one because I've been busy.
Okay, so according to the Marxist.org encyclopedia, which is basically my Bible, Marxist.org, that is public domain shit. It's pretty much exactly what I said. It is the class of small proprietors, small business owners, and upper middle class people at risk of being proletarianized. And kulaks. Can't forget those.
What's a kulak again?
They don't exist. It's not real.
Oh.
Birds aren't real.
Birds aren't real?
Yeah, fun fact.
No, they're not real.
Not since 1994.
Since 1984. Oh, so the year before my birth. Damn.
Yeah, you've never lived in a world with real birds, Scott.
They're all CGI. I knew it.
No.
I think also it's important when we talk about the small bourgeoisie, like basically the people that benefited the most from my brain is broken. The people who benefited the most from the FDR reforms basically have grown into today's petite bourgeoisie, whereas the big bourgeoisie are, like the inheritance of
old money.
Yeah, like the generational wealth, like the Rockefellers and shit like that.
Actually, a literal Rockefeller in Congress as recently as 2014.
Oh, yeah?
Shocker.
J. Rockefeller IV, he was the U.S. Senator from West Virginia from 1980 to 2015.
Anyways, I killed the vibe.
Fun fact.
It's okay.
The vibe.
This episode.
I took the vibe inside the wig with me, and now I'm literally like, I hung it over my face, and I'm cutting it from the inside out.
I'm gonna leave in shame and let you.
No.
We still vibing. I don't know why I decided like that.
We still vibing.
Jesse, you gotta get me out of this forest that I'm in.
I gotta try the Alex Jones voice.
Do you still have the cup with the?
Yeah, I do. Wait, no, I don't. I lost it. Oh, Jesse.
I don't know. I can't help you.
I've had it with you, Q people.
Wow.
No. Yes.
No.
Oh, you know what? No.
Am I approximating it or no?
You need to be a weed whacker. No, a leaf blower. That's what he is. Yeah, just blow some leaves. Blow some leaves around in my forest, Scott. Do it. Help me get out of here.
This is what's happening right now.
What are you talking? Yeah.
No, I mean, I wish you guys could see. I mean, like, is there a... Sorry, I'm a little bit Linda Belcher right now. I can't take it myself. Okay, the girl from The Ring, with her hair over her face, that's me right
Samara.
now. What? Yeah, take some breaths.
What's happening?
Samara is her name.
Oh, here we go. Here, this is what I look like right now.
It's very spooky.
It's like.
See, we are vibing. We still got our vibe.
I gotta get out of here, you guys. I'm trapped in the upside down. Everything sucks.
Q people.
This is very
I can't suffer you Q people anymore.
This is so
You're
dystopian.
like Dave, put in a much cave.
On my screen, like this is like overlaying the gif of like 1,000 cats fighting over cat food. It's very dystopian.
Okay, I'm gonna shit. This is cool. I like this. This is a good look. This is a good look, you guys. Yeah, I just like live in a jungle here. Okay.
You have some shit you can't make up, by the way.
I do. Let me grab that. Oh no. No, I think I have it. My computer has been stuffed to the brim in terms of application memory, but you know what? I'm just gonna do it on my phone. I have it right here. You can make this shit up with Comrade. I'm not doing a whole new jingle. I have three things. Oh, I already told you about the meat and the smoking. So, I was going to say, I think, you guys know about Bite Labs?
No.
That's an old one.
No.
Bite Labs was a thing. I think it never really happened, but they were going to, bitelabs.org, check it out, whatever. After celebrities die, they were like donating their DNA or something so that they could grow replicas of like cured meats, like sausages made out of the DNA of like Kanye West. So you could get like a Kanye West.
Oh, wait. You mean bite like BITE?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. Because I was like, who the fuck is Igor Bohm? But it's a totally different guy that I'm looking at here. This is some nerd.
Yup. No, I was gonna say, after I figured this thing out about how meat catches fire, it's a known thing, yeah, whatever. I was saying, like, after...
It is known.
So, like, after Mark Zuckerberg dies, there should be the opportunity to have, like, his penis sliced off and broiled too much in a
so this is like a literal eat the rich thing.
Yeah, and then after the meat has all withered away, you crush the ashes into charcoal briquettes and you use them to smoke pomegranates like I did last night, and then you gain all their knowledge and access to all their I'm raised. But
I don't think that is how that works. But I
should.
like the vibe that you're cranking out here. This is
Literally eat the rich.
It's promising.
That's the one.
Cannibalism, but made wholesome.
Just looking at James Franco giving me a sexy little fucking give me the eyeball right now.
Wait, did you put a picture of the guy?
No, it's on the website.
Sounds like.
Just says James Franco. He's sexy. He's artsy. Let's make him salami.
He's artsy.
Right. Yeah, you got it.
For Lawrence, a different type of Hunger Games.
Oh, I don't think it's probably not the way to use that razor.
No, this is how you give yourself a shag. You like put the hair on there and you put your thumb on it and you just pull.
Oh,
This is good because now I can see it and I'm not doing it blind.
You can also kind of twist your hair up a little bit and then use the scissors and.
Yes. I used to get my hair cut by when I had real hair. I used to get my hair cut by a Moroccan lady that would do that. I think on the top of my head, and I thought it was so innovative.
I'm so totally taken by this website.
Right?
Yeah, I already came like 4 times.
I can't. This is so. In 1931, Winston Churchill predicted a future in which all the world's meat would be grown in labs. What, he asked, was the sense in raising a whole chicken merely for the sake of its wings or breast? Meat.
Yeah, I don't like to eat chicken
this is so weird.
Birds are.
I don't know how I feel about. Please welcome the Ellen salami. It's not a thought I would have ever entertained.
Well, now you have.
Ellen's a narcissist.
Yeah.
They only have 207 followers on Twitter.
Ellen?
No, Bite Labs.
Oh, yeah, see, that's what I mean. I think it never happened.
Yeah.
Hey, do you guys want me to do my other thing?
All I have to say about this is it's basically the plot of the movie Antiviral. This is just like, it looks almost like a prank.
How the fuck did you find this?
Bite Labs?
Yes.
This is from a pre-Epoch era. This is years ago. This is like before I ever dreamed of squeezing a segment called "You Can't Make Shit Up" or whatever. Ellie, what did you do in the segment? Ellie?
They haven't.
It looks like
they haven't tweeted since 2014 now.
Yeah, I think it was just a dream. Love is just a dream by another name. That's a good song. I'll put that in the chat. You guys can go listen to that some other time.
Oh, you know what this is all fucked? Because I forgot to put on some slam beforehand. Fucked me all up.
Which is funny because I spent like half this episode drinking.
The last time they made a post on Facebook was 2018.
All right, this is gonna slam, y'all.
No.
This is on a CD my mom has called Africa.
It doesn't work when it's on.
I'll turn it down a little bit.
No, when it's on what's it called? Voice activated. It doesn't. It's like.
It doesn't pick it up.
That's weird.
Oh, okay. I
was gonna say stippled.
It's kind of garbled.
I don't think stippled is that word that I wanted.
Stippled is like little dots.
Staggered.
Oh, yeah.
Stifles. Stofers.
It's not. Oh my god! One time I had this friend named Jordan at my old house, and my roommate Brian. He used to work at Boston. He still works at Boston. Sorry. Anyway, they were owned by Google, so Google was feeding them at the time, and he would bring over leftover lunch for us a lot of the time, Google food. He'd be bringing us Google food all the time. It was amazing. And one time he showed up, and I had this vibe with my roommate Brian that was the one I have with you, Jesse. And Jordan walks in the door, and we were in the living room, and Brian's like, "It's not delivery." And then him and I looked at the same time at each other, right in the eyes, and said, "It's to Jordan." Sorry, you had to be there. I have a lot of stories where you had to be there. But Joe, you could be there if you accept this offer that I am giving you. It's a very good show. I mean, it's a show. It's a TV show. It's a house. It's everything.
Buy that afterwards.
Beautiful place. I'll take you there.
I'll take you there.
This is it's like one of those awkward public marriage proposals.
You gonna do a flash mob?
What?
So
what?
I don't know.
I know. I want to know the images that were in your head when you said that. What do you see?
I was thinking about the stand-up special that was it Tim Heidecker? Yeah, it was the Tim Heidecker stand-up special when he made he made 2 people get married on stage that didn't want to get married.
Legally binding?
No, they were just casually dating.
That's amazing.
And he made the guy propose.
Oh no! Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah,
that's mean.
Probably ruined the relationship.
Punches up.
To be honest, very uncomfortable.
No, they got married.
No.
Maybe even better. Maybe
How do you know that?
Go through that difficult
because it's at the end of the special.
To get
no.
Because Scott watches everything. That's why.
They either it was at the end of the special or there was some announcement on Twitter, but they're still together and they're engaged now.
It wasn't at the end of this. You can't get married that fast. You can't propose to somebody in the midst of a comedy special and then be legally married by the end of the special unless you're in Vegas.
Well, I didn't say they were married yet. They're
It's called the magic of editing.
You said married, okay? Okay, you said married.
You did the thing, and it was done.
If you're gonna say
you did the thing,
if you've been engaged, you said engaged.
Trump is gonna become a priest now.
Oh my god,
I want to see that.
Oh, he'll do the fucking double
fantastic job
the
for
double
Donald
Jewish
Trump
blessing.
to be like,
see Donald Trump as an ordained Catholic priest. That would be the funniest fucking shit.
Just like charge extra for like the
God thought I was awesome, so I thought God thought I was really suited for this job. I'm the best at it. I had the best speeches and the best sermons. You're all blessed because you get to be around me for an hour.
And then he fires everyone at the end.
Thank you.
He just has to get like a whole new round of
version of like, may the Lord be with you. May the cash be with you, but not also with you.
Father, the Ghost, and the Holy Me. It's all about me.
Bye-bye. Bye. Go home to mommy. Go home to mommy.
I'm really sure how to feel about it.
Can you guys believe
Rihanna is also a consultant?
Did you use the word smart? Don't ever use the word smart with me.
Do you guys know how fucking ridiculous it is that we endured like 4 years of this shit?
Of Trump? Of the funniest president ever?
Yeah, like
yeah.
I still
I'm gonna miss, actually. I'm gonna miss the endless hilarity.
But now we can just do anything. We can like append a word to the front of Trump and it's real. It's in our minds, you know?
I love like the libs who are still like, but they're not qualified. It's like, we had like a failed game show as his president. What do you mean qualifications matter? Like, anything is possible now.
Betsy DeVos isn't qualified to wipe her own fucking ass, dude.
He probably pays someone to do it.
She does strike me as the kind of person who would pay someone to do that.
That bitch was owned. Yes.
I feel like it's someone like named Alejandro or something.
Alejandro, yeah.
All right, I just realized that you're in the middle of a segment.
What's your second thing that we could not possibly make?
Let me see.
Or your third, whatever.
Oh no! I did that one. I'll do the other one. No, this is gonna be great. Hold on.
Hopefully, it's another animal sticking something, and it's like
listeners,
and it's genitals or something.
Look at the video so that you can see the third segment.
No. Oh shit, I'm starting things that I shouldn't be starting. Where am I? Yeah, so I want to call this the bat signal.
It's about an animal. We're already good.
So what I want to do is every time the segment happens, and I don't have to be the only one to do it. You guys can do it too. Maybe we can do it together. We talk like
communism, baby.
Not our bat signal. Our bat signal.
You can hear the rest on Patreon.
What did I call this segment? The bat signal?
The bat
signal.
This has been the bat signal, and I will leave you again with that quote. You're bad, Bart Simpson. You're bad, and I like it. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to turn my camera off now.
That was a journey.
Twice.
And I posted 6
a lot of elephants
paintings. Yeah.
Oh wow. Oh, this is perfect.
Too many elephants.
This is why I keep you guys around, because you're the perfect.
There's no such thing as too many elephants, Joe. What the fuck?
I'm an enlightened motherfucker.
Unless you're gonna say like the Republicans. I'm like,
That was a trip. That's the definition of a trip. I just took you somewhere.
Find a lot of elephants to be too excessive. There's a certain number. It has nothing to do with Republicans. Just I'm not the biggest fan of elephants.
6 elephants too many.
Did you have like a traumatic elephant experience or something?
No, just they're meh. I mean, I have anything against them. It's just they're okay.
What, Joe?
A marvel of evolution.
They're meh.
I think they're pretty cool. Oh, and this is the postscript. Here's the postscript to that whole trip is that, as we discovered yesterday, I'm a contralto, which means that instead of my head, like my nasal passages or my throat, when I sing, the place that vibrates is my breastbone. So I'm literally just like, I'm like a fucking volcano, and I'm like an elephant, and I never thought that I could be that. It's fucking cool.
It's pretty tight.
Pretty tight, yeah.
Tight. It's getting late, so I'm going to recommend a movie.
Hold on a second.
All right.
Actually, wait, no.
All right.
No, forget it.
Comrade Scott tells you what to watch.
Man, that's a lot of time watching movies.
Yeah, bro. I was in quarantine. What else am I going to do?
967 hours. Jeez.
I was in quarantine, bro.
Oh yeah, P.S. Yeah, watch Om Shanti Om on Netflix. Watch Lagan on Netflix. And then maybe don't watch Dilse because it's like pretty fucking rape triggering, like bad times. But it's a genius. It's beautiful. It really plays with the concept of dreams.
Yeah, fuck it. Watch those movies.
No, I love it.
And No Badland. I was always going to say.
Oh yeah, that was the one that made you fell down the stairs. Yeah,
it's a very good film. Yeah. You'll have to give me the names of those other films you mentioned, and then I'll put them on the list.
I'll write them in the chat. Y'all ready for actual Dreamland? All
right, it's almost midnight, which means we should wrap this up, folks. Man, remember when we were talking about, like, the Capitol?
Remember how that was a thing?
I had almost forgotten.
P.S. The main reason I like Dilse is that the first Bollywood song I ever heard, which gave me that, like, wow, it's an alien from outer space reaction, was Chaya Chaya from Dilse, which takes place on the roof of a moving train, and it's amazing, and you should just go on YouTube and watch that, and I'll write it.
And Lagan, is it Lagan is how you say that?
So it's Lagan in...
Lagan, it was already on the list.
Yeah, in anglicized Hindi, the short A is L, and the long A, which is represented by two A's, is Ah.
All right. What an episode, folks. Very bizarre, very long. We did it.
We're gonna
went around the mood.
Scott
around the
doesn't
mood.
know yet is that he is going to edit the Patreon content.
Oh, fuck you. No, that's fair. That's fair. I will. All right.
My
such
life,
a sweetheart.
like a hurricane.
Go and get your mother a pack of Marlboros.
Turning the frogs gay.
Turning the
I
frogs
had to say
gay.
something.
You get it. You're getting closer.
Turning the frogs gay.
We're going to find Scott's voice, everybody.
We're going to find my Alex Jones impression.
You gotta, honestly, like, this is where, like, the death metal conditioning for the diaphragm and all this shit, I swear it comes in handy. You can get the, turn the frogs gay.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Jesse?
Frogs gay.
Jesse, that's what tornadoes sound like. Tornadoes sound like the noise you make when you scream in death metal.
Tight.
My name's Scott. I am going to edit the Patreon content. You can follow me on, on Twitter at Death Mullet. I'm on Instagram at Sweaty Wife. You can follow me on Bandcamp and the other one, SoundCloud, also at that name, Sweaty Wife. Jesse and I just did a little bit of a thing because he made me a loop and I put it in a song. Collaboration. Woo!
Yeah, that was so tight.
I'll be more than down.
That song slapped me in the face exactly the way that I needed to be slapped in the face. So, bravo.
We slap people in the face.
Yes, that's what we do.
That's what we do.
It's a new era. It's the Age of Wonder, y'all. It's Age of Wonder Part 2. Stay with us.
Joe, where can we find you?
You can find me at Twitter. I'm probably complaining about something. At JLFB96. Instagram, JLFB1996. I don't really use either that much, but, like, knock yourself out if you feel like it. Physically and metaphorically, whichever one works for you.
Yeah, tase yourself in the balls.
Yeah, die of heart attack.
Yeah, I'll send a dog to hump you afterwards.
Ellie or Chava.
You can call me any of those things. You can call me Janice. Just don't call me late for dinner.
It's Janice. I thought it was like Janus.
It's the god of doorways, liminal spaces, thresholds, and stuff like that. And it has two faces.
Janus film.
I'm gonna fully make a confession right here. This entire time, I thought it was Janus, and I thought it was like a stand-in, like a last name, and I was just thinking that your name was Hugh Janus.
Oh my god!
And the Hugh was just like implied.
I I just threw my razor at my keyboard.
I actually kind of understood it, but kind of like, whatever.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's a lot there, and we can talk about it more later. I do have a secret name, which I will tell you each one by one in person, but not here.
You have these, like, secret, like, trials that you're going to put us all through one by one. I love it.
It's like exciting.
It's
an exciting experience. I like it.
You have to be initiated. That's what it's called.
If I see any of you again in person at this rate with the COVID.
Dude. You will. Just wait patiently. Just languish in solitude for now.
Has patience ever seemed like a quality that I possess much of?
Well, I mean, you put up with us, so.
Yeah, that's what Joe does. He puts up with us, and otherwise we probably wouldn't stand together as a structure. So thanks, Joe.
We love you, Joe.
It's getting weird. A little bit.
And I am Jesse. You can find my music.
Clean segue. Very clean.
SoundCloud.com/Contingents Boston. I also just finished narrating Socialism, Utopian and Scientific by Friedrich Engels, and patrons have access to that now. The non-patrons, you bottom feeders,
you
have to wait until February to get that. But also, remember to hit up comrade-rosie.org, click Getting Involved, select one or more mutual aid groups to donate time or money to, because people need your help. Thank you.
Hell yeah. And you can find the show on Twitter and on Instagram at Epic Incredulity. Also on Patreon at Epic Incredulity, has been mentioned. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, and we love it. That's what we do. We love it, folks.
We love it.
Yeah.
We love it.
Drizzle it on my pancakes.
Oh my god. Okay, that's the Epoch. Drizzle the Epoch on your pancakes, and that's it for your week. Get involved with your fucking mutual aid, union, all that shit. Enjoy your Epoch. Mission Impossible out.
From the Boston Commune.
Get out of here.
Surprised that it's pretty. They both stayed this time.
Yeah, they liked my story.
Oh my god, I really wish you guys could hear what I'm hearing right now.
Is it the Mission Impossible theme?
No. I think it's Traumatomy. It's the vocals legit sound like a fart.
All right.
It's unbelievable. It's so fucking heavy.
It's unbelievable. Get Craig out of here. I actually want to hear about this fucking music video idea.